So Mitchell, you said you wanted to bring something to the table today.
I sure did. Hold on. Let me just get through my notes here. So I have brought a list of everyone that we know that I think is gay. And I'd like to just out them if I could.
Say it. If you're going to do this, say it loud and clear.
You got it.
Right into the right into the camera.
Say less. So the first name, someone we both know and love. This might come as a shock to everyone, but I'm just gonna say it. Eric Anderson.
Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson. And guess who we got back in the studio today?
Can I do middle fingers?
This early? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Kids, go to bed if you're watching, because this airs. That's like probably the one thing that I am kind of bummed that like this doesn't air like at a certain time. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I am pretty bummed.
The
it's
one
not
bummer is like I'm not on
a major network.
Awesome if this was on NBC.
I know, like just put me after Seth Meyers, 2 a.m. I'll be fine.
Honestly, I feel like you're getting there. I feel like we're approaching that territory.
One follower at a time.
I was here, not the earliest, but I was.
You were pretty early.
I was early-ish, and it has changed. It looks great.
You had the most episodes the earliest.
Yes.
You were definitely
the
first trilogy and first beginning of the second trilogy you had, because you had 4.
Oh yes.
And
this is 5.
Mm-hmm. The Mitchell Strikes Back. And yeah.
Which one? What is that one?
This is where Han gets frozen in the carbon fiber.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And that you get introduced to Lando Calrissian.
Oh, okay.
And you go to the Cloud City. Luke finds out that Darth Vader is his daddy.
Okay.
So we got to channel those kind of vibes today.
Yeah.
Like all of the huge twists. We have to do that today.
Okay.
Like outing all of the secretly gay.
It's good. Yeah. I wish I actually do though, but I do wish I had a list.
Oh, I was like
no, but I am gonna out somebody.
I am actually gonna read off the list.
no, but I don't have one. I wish I did have a list.
We had a private list for a while.
Yeah, I have a headcanon, like that's for sure.
Yeah.
I do wish I just had a list of everybody that was gay.
I mean,
I kind of do because
I feel like the internet is keeping track for us.
I think if I downloaded Grindr, I would figure it out in 2 seconds, but I don't want to.
I know. I need to open it.
Yeah.
I've already got it downloaded.
I'm sure they miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is? Oh man, if I had a computer in front of me, I would. There's a clip of someone. It's like a hilarious roast of someone describing how exactly Grindr works, and then but they're married to a woman and all this stuff, and they're just like, so how do you know? It was like, because he was like trying to get it shut down. It was like like it's like one of those politician things. I can't remember the video, but it's so funny.
I guarantee. Oh, I know who it is. It's the guy that he's like a Louisiana senator or congressman. Probably congressman. I don't think he has like
the legs.
Yeah, the legs for a senator, but because it's the same guy that was like, if you thank the police. He was like,
as soon as you do that voice, you're just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, but he was like, call a crackhead. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
I'll send it to you. It's so funny.
Call a crackhead.
He's like criticizing the people, like the ACAB people, the people that don't think the police are good. And he's like, if you don't like the police, next time you're in danger, call a crackhead.
Oh, wait. No, I have seen that. No, yeah.
Honestly, it's so funny.
It's like...
Like I was like, you've got
call
my
a crackhead.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You can be like as fascist as you want if it's funny. I'm like, sure, whatever. You know?
It's like, if it's for a bit, I guess.
Yeah, if you're that committed, where you're like on national television, be like, call a crackhead. I'm like, this guy's hilarious.
Those of you listening and watching, call a crackhead if you have any problems.
I like my shoes are so dirty. I'm like so mindful of keeping them.
I mean, you can kick them off if you want. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh no, foot odor. that episode of Family Guy where they have everyone over for dinner, and like Cleveland comes over and they're like, and just everyone take off your shoes. And Cleveland's like, oh no. Foot odor.
Oh no. The foot odor.
Yeah, and then he leaves. He's like not in the rest of the episode.
Oh no. My favorite Cleveland line is roll up. What does he say? Roll up the windows, like you're letting all the stank out.
Who voices Cleveland?
It's
not Seth.
It is Seth.
That's racist.
It is, and it shall always be.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Seth. Maybe not.
Have you watched Family Guy recently?
No.
I've heard that they're in like a renaissance of how good it is.
Really?
I've heard that the last like 3 seasons are amazing.
Maddie is a Family Guy. Like she
loves it.
Yeah.
It?
No, she loves it. She loves it. So.
Can you say Maddie on here?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Because I mean, we've had her on, but and like she did the one where it's probably my worst performing one where she interviewed. Now this is before we had video, but she interviews me and I just play a character the whole time. I feel like people didn't know.
Like, what is this?
Yeah. This is weird.
Yeah.
I was like, this is too artsy. Too artsy fartsy for me.
Artsy fartsy.
Yeah. That being said, I would like to do that with you though.
where I interview
one of us. Well, either way, but like both ways, where one of us just is a character the entire episode.
No. No, like
I want to be a singer.
The 30 Rock episode where they're talking about how bad Jenna is at improv.
Okay.
And
I mean, like, I know every 30 Rock. It's just
they're like they're setting up this scene and they're like who's the Billy Bob Thornton character? It's like French fried potatoes. Sling
Blade.
They're like Sling Blade
French
and
fried.
Oprah, and then Tina Fey is like,
that's her prompt is Sling Blade and Oprah.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
Tina Fey's like, I sure do like those French fried potatoes. And Jenna's like, no, you don't, Oprah.
Oh, so one of them's gonna be
yeah. Immediately denies it and also mischaracterizes.
Denies and just flips it. Oh my god.
No, you don't.
A well-placed deny though is, I mean, it brings down the house.
They said that like when we took the classes, they like, you will get a laugh, but you will destroy the show.
You will get a laugh, and all of your castmates will hate you so hard.
Like everyone will think it's funny, and the show will immediately end.
Which is a really funny like veteran improv person like coming into like a, you know, an up and coming improv group. She's like, so yeah, I've been around, and you know, you'd be lucky to have me. And like the first night you like walk out, everybody's like applauding like the vet, and you just give some poor fucker a hard deny.
Yeah, just like the newest person on the cast, just to make them sit in a denial.
It's like, would you like any chicken strips? It's like, those aren't chicken strips.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're not real.
It's like, none of this is real. We're in a simulation. It's like, I'm unplugging you. It's like, just like,
you're dead.
Yeah. It's like, the Michael Scott gun thing is probably the funniest version of the deny thing, I think.
What does he do?
When in The Office, where he's like, I have a, he says he has a gun like for every improv scene, and Ken Jeong is in it. Like, and that's
really,
yeah, that because he's like, it shows him, Michael Scott, out of the office doing his improv, whatever, and every single time he's just like, Detective Michael Scarn, FBI, and like they're all just like, all right, he has a gun now. Like every single scene is just like, he's got a gun. Like we all have to raise our hand.
God damn it!
Well, like, how do we play with a gun in every single scene?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it's funny.
It really is. It really is.
I would love to do an improv show where like every night is just like, how do they use the same prop for the whole night?
It just turns into a scripted show.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're just doing your bit.
It's like, all right, this one guy is pretty funny, I guess.
Yeah.
Not the rest of them.
He just keeps doing the same bit over and over again.
So, Mitch,
Mm-hmm.
you've recently made a move
Mm-hmm.
back to Waco.
I have. Yeah.
Waco,
After
Texas.
9 years of being the prodigal son, of being just doing whatever I wanted,
Yes, the epic.
it didn't catch up to me. It just got, I still have not learned.
You've done it all.
I've learned no lessons. Yeah. But yeah, I just got like, just like, oh, this is boring now.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only so many times you can like fall down the stairs at a club.
Sure.
Before it's like, oh, I guess I'll
Yeah, I know.
I'll go home, But yeah, it's definitely not the Waco that I left.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's been 10 years or more.
Just about.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I thought it would be calmer. Like that's kind of what I moved for, was like a break from the city, and it's not that.
Yeah, I mean the Magnolia era has like, it's a little bit busy.
Yeah.
It's busy all the time. We like tourists are in and out constantly. So
I think like moving home to your family and like expecting it to be calm is like,
oh yeah,
I'm obviously still learning.
Now
lessons.
You're getting put to work
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Especially if you throw in the family aspect, you're getting put to work.
But it's cute. It's really nice. I'm staying with my father right now until I get a place. So like going from like the highest increase in rent in the nation to like not paying rent is so gorgeous.
Fucking awesome.
It's stunning.
Now I get to just rope you into doing podcasts all the time.
I'm happy to be here. I was honestly jealous you were doing it without me.
Yeah. It was just bait. I was just like, maybe Mitch will come back if I make a show.
Yeah, you're like Lucas's episode was so funny, and I was like,
oh, was he?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, was he? That's so
sweet,
cool.
yeah.
Sweet. That's good for him. That's
witchcraft in my.
I hope your files get corrupted.
Like, Lucas
bitch.
tripped on a wire. It was crazy. It came out of nowhere. I saw snakes in my dream.
Oh man, but no, I am so pumped. I'm so like you're on video.
I know. My dirty shoes are in it.
We get no, they're not. It's cut off like right at your gooch.
Oh sweet.
Well, knees and gooch.
Okay.
Head, shoulders, knees, and gooch.
I'm Sharon Stone. Why did I wear underwear?
Dude, we could do a Sharon. We could do a Sharon. We could do a Stone.
Oh, like a Flash.
A Flash. I don't know. It'd probably really fuck up my YouTube channel.
Mine's old news at this point. I mean, people, they've seen it.
What trials and tribulations. I know nothing about the OnlyFans world. Do you care to even share anything about that?
I mean, yeah, I do feel
to.
like because I have like a bigger following on Twitter because of it, and I've done it, that people think that I know more about it. But when I really like, I know from like a solo shooter.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. But like from a solo performer point of view, I do know like the ins and outs of the website itself.
Oh, sure.
But I dabbled in shooting with other people when I started, and I hated it, and I really didn't like it. And it wasn't because I didn't like doing it, it was because I didn't like the people. Like, I didn't like the other performers. Yeah. I'm not saying they're all terrible, but I think like most of them are. It's just kind of, I'm sure there's some great ones, but I've never met them.
There's some awesome ones out there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I guess. I don't know. I don't feel the need to like, I don't think at this point I will do it. So I don't feel the need to like keep that bridge intact.
I guess what I'm asking is like, I feel, because I thought that OnlyFans like originally was kind of like Patreon
and Masterclass.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like, what it originally was.
I think, yeah, but they didn't have like a firm law
limit,
like rule for.
Yeah. First person to show hole wins.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's like people were like, what if I whipped it out? And they were like,
Bros Meat is out on that one.
But there's just so much money. And when I started like sort of on the beginning of it.
Yeah. The Honda Ridgeline of it.
Yeah.
The tip.
Like, yeah. It had just sort of began, and it was easy to, I mean, really like it was like kind of
pioneer. It's awesome.
If people wanted to see it, everyone would sign up for it. It was easy.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was like, you should do it. And I was like, okay. But it was right off the bat so much money that I was like,
well, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, like
what have I been doing?
Yeah, exactly. No,
I was fucking waiting tables, and I was like, okay, well, the second I make this amount of money on here, I'm not waiting tables anymore.
Legit. I mean,
like, why the fuck would I want to? I was breaking my back, and then I was making like way more than that, not doing what I was doing anyways, so
I was like, oh, I just gotta get the right angle. I'm good.
I happened to be at a good time. It was before everyone had one.
Oh, sure.
Not to say that it was like, oh, I did it first. I didn't do it first, but I did do it early enough where it was easy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's still hard. Nope.
It's like, oh my God. The thing that's like, it's like it's a real job, you know, and
sure.
like it's hard work. It is. It is work.
Yeah,
hard work.
Like literally doing like I'm not showing that like, but
I think that's
distributing
like,
the podcast is literally a job.
It is, yes.
I would gladly, if I had the money, I would pay someone else to do that part.
Am I using a sledgehammer to crack concrete? Like no, you know.
No, but the guys breaking the concrete want to see.
Yeah, but I will take their money.
They want to see it. Yeah, like I mean, just you know, it's just like they all go down to the local, you know, strip joint at the end of the day. Like, I mean, you know, they're good. Like it's just how it is. It's just how it is.
I think like I was so nervous to start it, and it's kind of evolved to just like it's just like another. It's great to make money there. I don't care. My family knows, so it's. I don't know. It never really bothered me that much.
It's pretty legendary. I will say it's pretty. I think it's pretty cool.
Cool.
But
yeah, most of my family like they were like, yeah.
Like, if we could, we would.
My grandmother was literally like, if that's what she said. She was like, if I could, I would do it right now. And I was like, that's fair, you know.
He was like, you probably could, but
yeah. He was like, I think it gets like old, you know, just people, you know. People being like, show us your dick, you know, and it's like, you know, it's like, okay, well,
whip it out.
I think because I started out making funny TikToks, and then I had Twitter, and then like it sort of migrated over to OnlyFans, and now I'm like, but I am funny.
Yes. You might know the guy. Isn't there like a funny guy that like he Pornhub? He like does like it's like bits, but it's also porn. It's there's some guy out there that's like,
what's Pornhub?
Yeah.
What?
No. So yes, that is the content you can expect from us in the future. No.
Pornhub. So down. I think they're monetized too, but I don't know how they're. I don't know what the payout is.
Yeah, you can't. And like Texas has it blocked. I wouldn't know anything about it. I know.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was the worst day of my life. I was like,
VPN sales went up. Like,
oh, does it work on a VPN?
You maybe.
I have to go. No. Bye, guys.
But yeah, you have to like basically approach it like you're coming from another state. But anyways, yeah, thank you for sharing that. You know, it's like
it's like interesting.
It's very interesting.
Like, I didn't really like know enough people in high school to care what any of them think now.
Who gives a fuck what they think?
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for the first one because I haven't got any yet. I've got some funny, really funny TikTok haters, but like if I had somebody from high school that was like a hater on my social media, I can't.
TikTok haters?
I got a couple of them, but I leave them there because they're
as soon as I started playing video games on TikTok. Funny. It was like bot lobby, you know? Fucking bot lobby. It's like, okay.
A lot of them are just like, what is this? Those are my favorite.
That's great.
I love
if you're doing like absurdist humor, you don't have somebody being like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yep.
You're really not doing it.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Are you really doing it?
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying though? Oh,
sorry.
But yeah, if I had somebody from high school or somebody from my past being a hater, like, oh my God. You're in the fucking snake pit after that. Like you were toast.
It's like I saw you go through puberty. Like,
yeah,
you like you were bring something up.
Like people are watching me on YouTube. You're fucking toast.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like I say I don't know who's. I do know.
DM for details.
I do know some of them, you know. So it's like
join the Patreon and get in the Discord if you want to find out.
Yeah, I know enough to protect myself. That's for fucking sure.
We offer premium information.
Yeah, if you want to blackmail somebody, just let me know. But I know enough people that I think I could get something done. You know?
Yeah. My favorite is like the weird adults. Now I don't want to get into too many details about weird adults, but like just people that are older than us, and you'd be like,
what, like our teachers?
Maybe. Well, but yeah, just like growing up with you, and then when you coming out and everything, when we started to realize like, oh, because I was looking at life through a straight person's lens for a long time, and then and then I turned gay. Yeah, and then you opened like you gave me like an alternate filter of the gay
that one.
Yeah. the gay until proven straight thing.
I still believe that.
I mean, yeah.
It rarely fails you.
Glenn Powell.
I wish. I mean, I've waited on Glenn Powell.
That's pretty cool. So how was Glenn Powell?
He was nice. I had not been working at this restaurant long enough to. I have not been. No, but I hadn't been working there long enough to be like, because he wasn't in my section.
Mm-hmm.
And I had waited on famous people before that at a previous restaurant, and a famous person came in. I had already worked my way up the restaurants where I could be like, "Fuck you, that's my table." But at this restaurant, I didn't have that. Okay, you didn't have cred, that.
Okay,
but I did it anyways.
Sure.
I was like, please, like, I have to wait on him. He's so hot. I must be his waiter. I will say, like,
how long ago was this?
This was last summer.
Oh, okay. So he was
right after Top Gun.
Oh, wow.
It was right after Top Gun was in theaters.
Oh, wow. So you're not seeing you're seeing him at Top Gun level. Okay.
And it was him and a girl. They were really nice. It was a fancy place that I worked at, and they were really nice. I told him that I loved Scream Queens. It's one of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so funny, and I told him that I loved that. He was really nice. But it wasn't anything. I think like at that point I had waited on some famous people and I didn't embarrass myself.
Yeah.
Who came in and I embarrassed myself? It was a guy. He was in Spring Awakening. He's also in
Garfield.
No, he's also in Frozen. He's
Sven.
Jonathan Groff.
Groff.
He came in. I was
Groff.
21, 22, ripe. Never met a famous person.
Yeah. Except for Scott adds it. But go on.
No, that's true. But I was freaking out. Yeah. I basically cried in the kitchen. He wasn't my table. I like begged to have him, and I was really embarrassing.
So what'd you do? Like
I just was like so nervous, like visibly nervous. And
just like, relax.
And everything he said, I was like, you know, like, I was like, me too. You know?
Cucumber water?
Yeah.
Oh literally. My goodness.
He's like, I'll have the spinach omelet. I'm like, that's the best one. Like, so embarrassing. I told him that I loved Looking. I had never seen it. I was like, Looking is a show that he did on HBO.
What?
And I was like, I love that show. I've never seen it. Still haven't seen it. That's I just wanted to like not say Frozen.
Right.
But yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Frozen.
Yeah, Glenn Powell was really nice. The girl he was with was really hot. If you're watching, they were both hot. He was.
What other famous? I don't know if we talked.
He was sitting down, but he didn't seem tall to me.
Glenn?
Yeah, he didn't. I thought he would be bigger.
So, but I mean, he's kind of.
Don't have a good idea for how big I am.
So here's a theory about these guys that Tom Cruise is casting in these Top Gun. Like, I mean, Tom Cruise has got to, he's got to play the, he's playing a height game.
Yeah.
So he can't get, too big of guys.
He's not, he didn't seem huge to me.
Yeah.
And he was handsome, but I'm not overly moved by Glenn Powell.
Okay.
But he was handsome. I feel like, maybe that's why I wasn't as nervous. He's not like, if I met Jake Gyllenhaal, like, I think I would combust.
He moves you?
Jake Gyllenhaal is like the OG. I saw Donnie Darko in 8th grade, and I have not moved on since.
Really?
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal is like my celebrity crush. Him and Frank Ocean.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but even like UFC era, like his like he's
you mean like Roadhouse?
Southpaw, Roadhouse. He's like deep in UFC like lore. So even that
I like
he could do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Rip you in half.
Literally. I'm really a Gyllenhaal, and I love Maggie, and
Maggie's cool. Maggie's sick. I mean, Jake has always been awesome. Brokeback Mountain was crazy. Did you ever watch that?
I've never seen Brokeback Mountain.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
It's so good.
I know.
It's Heath Ledger.
I know, and it's one of those movies that I almost lied about it just now. Like, I almost
live on the show is like,
I just made a conscious decision to tell the truth.
I think I'll just bite the bullet.
No, literally, because I was like, I'm gonna tell him I've seen it. Like, I'm gonna pretend that I've seen it, but then I was worried that you would ask a follow-up question.
Totally fine. Yeah, no, that's true. It's like, so what position were they? No, what was the Brokeback Mountain?
I mean, I've seen like
because Anne Hathaway's in there. It's
Michelle Williams. I love Michelle Williams too.
It's so good. I've only seen it one time, but man, the jokes, like it was just the meme of the century. Just like, oh,
I know.
You're just you're a brokeback. Like they were just.
It's just one of those things that like hasn't happened for me. And I keep forgetting, and I've pretended that I've seen it for so long that
just
I
hasn't seen it. Yeah,
that like it doesn't cross my mind as one of those movies that I had because I've been lying about having seen it for so long.
Sure.
But you tell other gay people they haven't seen it, and they're like, so I've just been
really?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
gay cowboy movie.
Yes.
And I've made so many Brokeback Mountain jokes that have landed, and I've never seen it. But I think I get it. Like,
yeah.
I know he bottomed off a can of beans, which is crazy.
It's pretty.
It's nuts. It's crazy. It's diabolical. There's this whole movement of gay guys that are like, they're like, I can eat whatever, and I bottom, and I'm like, well, you're out of your mind.
Okay.
There's no situation where I would eat like cold beans, and then I'd be like, yeah, let's see what's up there. Let's figure it out.
I've never been. Normally, I just let out a laugh, but that was just, I just like
inhaled
just
it.
moved away from the mic. I was just like,
can I say something?
Stunned. Go for it.
I have to piss so bad.
Oh yeah, go
Can
for
I pee?
it. Yeah, actually,
Is that okay?
We just like drank a bunch of stuff. We're gonna take one moment, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera with me while I piss. After Julia Roberts laugh.
You know, I'll be honest with something there. I haven't seen a lot of Julia Roberts movies.
You've seen Pretty Woman.
Nope.
You've never seen Pretty Woman?
Nope. Lied about that one a lot.
Oh, that's fair.
I've lied about that one a ton.
It's a good movie.
I'm sure it looks awesome, and the concept is awesome. Everything I've heard about it is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a sex worker anthem.
Yeah. And I never got around to seeing it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Because it's Richard Gere, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's got like an iconic scene where she goes to the store.
Yeah, and
he's
like,
want to sell
big
to her.
mistake.
Yeah,
huge. And
yeah.
that's the thing. I know all of the little things or
Mhm.
whatever, but
that's really it. And then like he gives her a necklace, and she like reaches for it, and he like closes it on her hand as a joke, and that's like, it's just like an iconic scene as well.
Because everybody does that to people.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never received any diamonds, so that's actually not true.
You've received diamonds.
I have gotten.
You've received the diamonds.
I haven't received the diamonds. I've been proposed to.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
What? Well, are we done? Do you want to dive into that or no?
No.
Were you expecting it? We don't gotta dive.
You're like, I'm like, no. You're like, well, what happened?
It's like, this is 60 minutes.
No. Yeah, he was insane, and I was like 23, and I.
Oh, wait, I know this one.
Yeah, you know, so
I
it's
got
really,
you.
really, really insane.
I got you.
Episode 6, maybe.
Maybe it's like if we get a 10,000 subs,
yeah,
that'd be crazy. I think it was with you that I promised if I got 10K. Now this is not YouTube podcast downloads.
You show feet.
I would show balls. I would show sack in like a
really
collage.
Stump is where it's at. Do you know what Stump is? Stump?
No.
So Stump came to me. It didn't come to me. It's not my term. There's this Twitter guy that I follow that I think is really funny. And Bad Bunny had posted a picture where he's like kind of pulling his underwear down, and you can see like the beginning of his shaft, and that's Stump.
The tip.
Like the start of it.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Start of it. Yeah.
A base of.
And somebody was
ground zero.
This guy, he was like, Bad Bunny finally showing Stump. And it was the first time I heard it. And
now it's Stump forever.
Yeah. I had never heard
Okay. Well, Stump is on the table.
Sweet.
Stump.
A lot of money in Stump.
There's a
huge Stump market right now.
I would need a lot to feel comfortable with Stump, probably.
Mostly just to convince that. And it really snowballs. It really gets away from you.
What are like the butcher dissections of a penis? We got
Stump, head, shaft,
vein,
huge balls. Yeah, veins. You know,
and veins
sort of like a bonus.
Yeah, it's like because
not everybody has that. Well, they do, but
it's like marbling in meats.
Yeah, no, 100%. Vein is
how
like
marbled is it?
Yeah,
but too veiny.
Not good.
Yeah, it's like that's insane.
Well, there's like it could be cute too, like, or it could be like a nice penis.
If there's too many veins.
Yeah, it could be. You can have an ugly penis. You can have the big. Actually, often the biggest penises are the most disgusting.
Skull one for the Republic.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you see them and you're like, you just wish it was normal size.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it didn't look like something Ridley Scott made up. So It's really a mixed
got
bag.
a heartbeat on it.
Yeah, I'm like a sommelier, but for
Mm.
no, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say for dicks, but that is. I'm not sure that's the impression I want to leave.
What is the impression you want to leave for our listeners?
Piss.
Yeah.
Just start reading your board.
Who in the comments of the YouTube video, of the Instagram post, wherever, or even DM me, who wants to come on to Worst Impressions with Mitchell? Mitchell will be sitting next to you on the couch. You'll be chiming in like an Andy Richter. You'll be snuggled up. It's not a very big couch, but you know,
no touching, unless that's something that you want.
But please let me know.
Yeah, I'd love to be. Oh, I don't know. Love to be next to you. I'd love to be right beside you,
snuggled up to you. Let's talk about how Fortnite dropped the ball.
Drop the ball with. Are we gonna start with how they dropped the ball with the Myths and Mortals season, or the season that we're on now?
Well, how do you feel? So, okay,
I think Myths and Mortals, which is the Greek mythology season of Fortnite.
Yeah, my Fortnite lovers.
A waste of a theme.
A really good theme.
A really amazing theme.
I thought Myths and Mortals was okay, but you're exactly right. It was wasn't it too long?
It was
that the one we said was too long?
No, there was one before that we said was too long.
Oh,
but
right,
Myths and Mortals, it's just like if you're gonna do the gods, like I kind of expected like 12 god powers.
Yeah, it was so few.
It was
few
2
gods.
or 3. You had Hades, the Wings, and Zeus. Is that it? That's it.
Hades, Wings, and Zeus. Power, like there's lightning, Hades. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, the 4th was Avatar. Was waterbending.
Yeah, which waterbending, like the Avatar part of it was really fun, and I loved that part. But just what a waste of like a season.
Yeah,
I felt like if you're gonna do like all these powers,
waterbending. Yeah, waterbending was really divisive. Like divisive because it was so good. Kind of took over everything. You had to have it.
You would not win without it.
Yeah, and for my Fortnite lovers,
but you're not a big Avatar person.
I'm not a big Avatar person. Simply not because I don't like it, but it's simply I just didn't catch it.
Yeah,
I just didn't catch it.
I was like the perfect age. I feel like it was the year because you were probably growing out of Nickelodeon,
maybe,
and I was on the last ass end of it.
And see, there's somebody out there. I won't name him just in case, but that I really want on the show to talk about SpongeBob, because because of my lack of like cable access and everything growing up, I did not catch SpongeBob right either.
Really?
Yeah. And Maddie and I talk about this a lot. My wife, that
my wife,
I would love SpongeBob, and I would love probably Avatar too, but Nickelodeon specifically, I just didn't have access to for way too long.
Yeah. SpongeBob hit my family like a brick. Me and my little brother were obsessed with it. I'm still obsessed with it. I love SpongeBob. R.I.P. Steven Hillenburg.
Which one was he?
He's like the creator of it. He passed away, but it was.
I think we talked about this actually.
It was insane, like absurdist humor for children. It's funny.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
Looking back on it, I'm like, damn.
It really was
so
wild.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally missed it. But going back with Avatar and the Fortnite thing, they sort of dropped the ball with this. They give us hope with, we're going to bring all these cars. We're going to bring like all of these machinery and like all of this, whatever. They drop it. And like immediately Ninja is on his stream saying,
"This is the worst game I've ever played.
This is the worst game I've ever played. Everything sucks. The cars are overpowered."
They were overpowered, but that's why they were so funny.
Yes.
And like that's what made it so fun was like that everything was kind of OP.
Right.
And they balanced it in weird ways. It's just like it was such a bummer. It should have, if it was gonna be like Mad Max cars, I was fine with it being like you have to have a car to win. That's cool.
Right.
There were cars everywhere.
Right.
But they doubled back on themselves, which is like embarrassing. They
backed off the gas.
Yeah.
Like on a thing where it's literally about gas.
Yeah, it was like the theme was chaos. And then they were like, this is too chaotic.
Make it explosions, make it whatever. Not that Fortnite is listening, but that is just how that's what's going on in our lives.
Really, that's
what's affecting us.
It's Marvel next.
But do we know that for sure?
Yeah, we do.
We do?
There's Iron Man.
Oh, right.
Things on the map.
Yeah. Right now we're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean,
which is great.
Do you have a Pirates of the Caribbean voice? Caribbean. Do you have a Jack Sparrow?
I don't have a Jack Sparrow. I feel like I wasn't.
Do you have a Calypso?
Not that I'm gonna do on camera.
I'll do it. Dick.
Yeah, hit him.
You did Jack Sparrow. Is the curse of the Black Pearl.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
And we're cutting that.
Yeah.
No, I'm leaving it in.
No, it's fine. But I feel like I was taken to see Pirates of the Caribbean, but it wasn't until the pandemic that I watched them all in order.
Really?
Yeah, where I was really like, oh, this is like really great.
You didn't like watch them in theaters?
I did see them in theaters, but I didn't care.
No, you too. Okay, yeah, that's what
like my family took me, and then I was just like,
okay.
But I didn't feel passionately one way or the other about them. But then when I watched them during the pandemic, I watched them all in order, and I was like, these are really good.
I have a weird not a weird. It's very, very positive. I loved all of them, but the craze that it created to kind of turn me off of them, like everybody having to do, I was like, oh wait, I'm Jack Sparrow in real life. Like I was just shut the fuck up.
There were a million.
Everyone had to do Jack Sparrow. Everyone, and I can't wait for somebody to be like, I've got to come on the show and be like, I can do Jack Sparrow. Just
shut the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll come back.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. That's so funny because like during that age, that movie actually, my grandma had shown me The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, yes.
And I was really obsessed with the dude at that time.
It's awesome.
I still love Jeff Bridges. His True Grit is one of my favorite movies. I love Jeff Bridges.
He's so cool.
He really is.
He's
great in that movie too.
He's just a cool.
Have you seen True Grit? You should watch it.
I haven't seen it. No.
It was like Haley Steinfeld, who's like a pop star now. She's like best friends with Taylor Swift. That was like her introduction, and she got an Oscar nom for it. She's like a child. And
she's the Archer now, right? Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Not Archer.
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Yeah.
Hawkeye. But there's an innkeeper in True Grit that is like, her voice is always playing in my head. She's one of those like go-to Southern voices for me, because he's checking out and she's like giving him his things, and she's like, now that is everything. There are no light fingers in this house. And I think about it all the time. It's so funny. Everything they say in that movie is really iconic. But yeah, she's like this big Southern woman. She's like, there's no light fingers in this house.
What is she talking about?
She's just saying like, we didn't steal any of your shit.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! Oh
yeah. She's like giving him his stuff. And she's like, because he was like passed out or something.
There's no light fingers.
She's like, there ain't no light fingers in this house.
Fingers.
Really iconic. Science. Have you ever Googled on something?
That leads us right into the Marvel situation, because we were talking about Haley Steinfeld and Kate Bishop. So before we hit record, you were talking about Marvel needing to
like a fresh start.
Fresh start.
I don't know. Okay. Don't you think?
I probably do, because this is how crazy I went from. Everything day one.
I know.
Everything.
We dressed up for the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Like everything day one until a year ago.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I'll catch it later. I'll catch it later. I don't care.
Well, it's like you see like a couple in a row that aren't very good, and then you're like, oh, brother.
And I think the rest of the world is agreeing with us.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just like, they like, I think they kind of just thought that it was untouchable.
For sure.
And
they thought it was a juggernaut. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they got lazy with it, and it shows.
Yep. They put down a formula and they were like, just slap everything to it.
Yeah.
And just watch it roll. Now,
they've had breakouts. There's not.
Sure.
Loki was
yeah,
so
Loki
good.
Was so cool.
I loved both seasons of Loki.
WandaVision was awesome.
WandaVision was amazing.
But now at this point in this recording, that is, I mean, Loki started this long ago. That is kind of older now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like Wakanda Forever was pretty good.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett got like an Oscar nom for it. But there's just like, the vibes are off is the best way to describe it.
The vibes are off, and there's no way to like connect them.
They maybe could, but it would take like, I think at least 2 really good ones.
And then the Kang controversy. Yeah. Like the fact that they're gonna have to probably recast him
and just
have like an
scrap that plot line.
Alternate version. It's a mess.
And it sucks because Loki season 2 is kind of like the best thing that they've done recently.
Right.
And that's the main plot of it.
You know what was a crazy letdown was the Ant-Man
Quantumania.
I visually enjoyed it, but it was like,
yeah,
I was like, I enjoyed it.
Visually it's so cool.
Shrug.
Like fight wise,
MODOK was weird.
MODOK is weird.
It was just like a bad CGI face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, honestly, I was like, I don't know how they would do MODOK.
MODOK was going to be weird no matter what.
Yeah, but it's not a great version of MODOK.
But I think with something weird, you like triple down on the weirdness or scrap the character. Like,
yeah, I think like introducing MODOK, and then they also kind of changed him up because MODOK's kind of like a bastard, but not in like a fun way. He's like a lovable bastard. They didn't make him like that. They made him like that Aldrich.
They just made him that guy, and that guy was a different character altogether.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I would love for them to reboot it and like just start off with like the X-Men and the Avengers. Like, we don't need origin stories again. They've been beat to death.
Yes, we will. We might be kind of eating our words because at the time of this recording, we are 2 days away from seeing Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
and when this comes out, everyone will have already seen it. So maybe
that's true.
Maybe we're about to see what we're doing here. Which would be so
I would
sick.
love it if the reboot was in the form of Deadpool, because that's kind of the perfect person to do it. But we'll see.
This is the first Marvel thing I am like seeing day one
in a while,
in a long time.
We haven't seen a Marvel movie together. Since
maybe because it wasn't Endgame. I was somewhere else.
No, it was probably Ultron.
Probably Ultron or something around Ultron.
But I don't think we were together because Scarlet Witch is famously my favorite Marvel character.
Yes.
And remember every movie I was like Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Like they have
to. You were basically Scarlet Mitch.
Yeah.
You were allowed to have that.
You like getting that on camera, that it was your idea.
Yeah, I was like, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, so smart because I am going to run with it. But I feel like it was before she was introduced because I do remember being like, oh, like
we were freaking out. We were freaking out. We were freaking out because we were like, those are the Maximov twins.
And she's still not. I mean, I think she's been kind of retconned as not Magneto's daughter in the comics.
Right. But now anything is possible.
When we were seeing it, that the latest version, she was still Magneto's daughter.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted that relationship. And I wanted Mystique to be Nightcrawler's mother, which they did do in 97. He does mention his mother, Mystique. And it's incredible.
In the OG 97, I think they do like a flashback where she's like running with the baby.
Yeah, they cover that.
Yeah.
So that was great. But there's
man, we're talking about like I feel like we're gonna be like, what? Like we'll have to do like a follow-up after we see
Deadpool. We might just be like, we're idiots.
Because they're like, because I think Kevin Feige is like, Deadpool fixes it. Like he fixes the multiverse.
Deadpool's a good character to do it. So hopefully
it's perfect. It's perfect. He like in the comics, there is a whole Deadpool kills the MCU. You know,
Yeah,
there it's all there. So it could be
between Wanda and Deadpool, and introducing the Fantastic Four, they should really be able to fix
Oh, sure.
anything.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, I'm actually kind of pumped for.
Me too, because I think they're doing like
it's like back in the
the
50s.
mod 50s 60s thing, which is like really a good idea.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you want the chrome. Hopefully they do a lot of chrome.
Yeah, you
chrome
need like
space.
the simple suits, the chrome, like, and also I feel like you kind of need.
It needs to look like the Jetsons.
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
Fantastic Four was the idea, like this is what space travelers would look like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You need like the space race thing going on. So I'm excited for it. And my biggest, like my number 2 in Marvel is Sue Storm, obviously.
Dude, Sue, just like, I can put a bubble in your head and explode your brain. Like,
I know they casted somebody else.
Can't remember all their names. I think Pedro Pascal is Papa.
Is not Franklin. Franklin's the son.
Yeah. Reed.
Is Reed. And then I can't remember the girl's name that does. But
she's about to blow up. Though.
But I do like her though. I've seen her in other stuff. And then Joseph Quinn is doing.
Jeez, you're pulling out all these names.
Joseph Quinn is the guy from Stranger Things. It's like.
Dude, Stranger Things. We might need to do a special Stranger Things, like
when season 5 comes out.
Yeah.
I love Stranger Things.
When is that? Do we know when that's coming out yet?
No, they're gonna be like 45 when it comes out. Like,
yeah,
they take famously forever.
Because I mean, it would have probably come out this summer, but I guess it's next summer probably.
Stranger Things was wild though. Like watching like the first season on Netflix, it was crazy.
Hit everyone.
Yeah,
like a ton of bricks.
Him disappearing. Like, are you serious?
It was awesome.
It was crazy.
The D&D element, it made it to where people were like D&D had a resurgence because of it. People are like more open to it.
Yeah.
Because it was truly like demonized back.
Millie Bobby Brown launched her career.
Yep.
And she's great. She's so funny. Have you ever seen the video of her singing Imagine?
No, is it bad?
Yeah, she's like 13. She's like, you may say I'm a dreamer. Oh, you never seen this?
No, I haven't.
With you. There was like a meme that was like my friend Audrima introducing herself. And then it was her being like, you may say I'm a dreamer.
My favorite Millie Bobby Brown clip is like she's eating the carrots or whatever, and people like put the Wallace and Gromit because she smiles after she looks. It's so fucked up. She looks exactly like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, eating the carrots, and she's holding it up. She's like, "It's delicious," and she smiles, and it's the exact claymation smile. It's awesome.
You know about the fake story that she's homophobic, right? So there's.
I don't know this.
Okay, so there's internet canon that Millie Bobby Brown is homophobic,
and we're here to spread it. No,
no, I mean it's so old. It's it's insane that you don't know it.
Yeah, I guess I don't.
There's memes about her hitting gay people with her car, and stuff it's so funny. No, it's in a great way. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's okay.
She's murdering.
It's hilarious, dude. It's
really...
she goes.
Listen, it's funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the last season of Stranger Things, there's a scene where she's crying and she turns around really slowly and she sees artwork that she drew as a child, but the artwork has a rainbow in it, so it looks like she's just crying and she's
yeah,
and there's a rainbow behind her. It just added to it. It's so funny. That's one of my favorite internet conspiracy things, that she's homophobic. That, and you know the one that Lea Michele can't read?
I don't know this one.
What?
These seem, I don't know. They seem like these.
You need a Twitter.
Like they're in an era. Yeah.
You need to be
Worst impressions.
I'll start sending you tweets.
Yeah, worst impressions is on Twitter. It hasn't posted anything. It's like the one thing I haven't like posted anything.
You're following like my gay porn
just
account.
him, yeah. So it's an interesting. Like I'm just like, oh
yeah, I bet.
It's like Mitchell and Magic cards.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's talk about your fascination with horror movies lately.
I have really gotten into horror. I don't know why. I have always kind of
we had a pastime of like going to see them for fun.
There's nothing like seeing a horror movie like the night it comes out in a theater. It's so funny.
And being loud.
Yeah, because everyone's loud and it's just fun. It's like Rocky Horror. Like it's just it's just a raunchy experience. And I feel like everyone's trying to take the edge off by making each other laugh.
Yes.
And, you know, there's no better time to shine.
We realized we had a captive
an audience that can't leave. Yeah.
They can't leave.
Yeah.
And if you bomb when you yell something out,
you just get kicked out of the theater. They just ask you to leave.
You either get kicked out or they don't know which one of you said it. So it's just like, could have been anybody. Could have been them in the front. Like you have.
Was it with you? This isn't really it was Hansel and Gretel. Hansel.
Yes.
I got really German.
The one with.
Were you on mushrooms?
You were.
Okay, it was Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
It wasn't mushrooms though.
I was on, or were we just high?
Just high.
It was weed, which is like pretty much legal.
Yeah, but it was terrifying.
I had the opposite experience. I thought everything in the movie, it was Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and I thought everything was so funny.
Yeah.
And it was like really not that kind of movie. Like everyone was like, please shut the fuck up. and I think literally the manager of it was the theater that we always went to, like eventually was like, you have to shut up.
You have to calm down.
Yeah, because I was laughing hysterically at everything. Oh
my God. That's awesome.
Yeah, the audience was not with us.
I must have blacked out from that.
I was pretty close. It's a wonder that I remember it. But I remember it vividly and how funny, because there's a scene where there's like a tree with like a face and I could not get it together. I was just like, this is so stupid.
It was so campy and bad.
I've watched it recently and it's really it's
not bad.
It's camp. Like it's just like insane.
It knows it's aware of what it's doing.
It is aware of itself, I think. It's like a farce, really.
Sure.
And I liked it. But I didn't know that's what it was going to be when we saw it that time. And so I was too high.
Walking into it completely blind.
Yeah.
Speaking of like seeing movies in that era, when we went to see Pacific Rim on a total, like, I guess we'll see that at like midnight.
And it being like one of the best kaiju movies.
Blew our minds.
That America has made, for sure.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And like,
I didn't see. Do you like kaiju movies? You like kaiju movies?
Yeah, I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't kept up with the last Kong and Godzilla that I saw was like the first Kong versus Godzilla. I didn't see this last one.
You haven't seen the newest one? Have you seen the one before it, like King of Monsters with Ghidorah?
Yes, with Ghidorah. Yes.
Okay, that's the last one before
this one. Yeah. But
I haven't seen the newest one either, and I'm a MonsterVerse freak. I love the MonsterVerse, and I just never saw it.
Right. Yeah. I just missed this one, but I also didn't see the cool one, the like Godzilla -1 or something.
Yeah, that one's Japanese.
Is that one cool?
I haven't seen it either.
It looked awesome, but I never saw it.
To watch it. We actually did start to watch it, and then I wanted to play Fortnite, and so I didn't get
very real.
I know, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I really."
Dude,
I'm like, Eric's getting on.
We're getting on Fortnite. Going.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about The Boys real quick.
Oh yeah.
So The Boys just finished their season 5.
Yeah, the season was too woke. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it was really funny, like seeing online people finally realizing, like,
get that they were the butt of the joke.
They're like, oh.
They're like, has this been?
This has been about MAGA patriots this whole time.
Literally, it's like Homelander, like, where's an American flag? But yeah, I really liked it. I liked the end of it more than I liked anything. Like, I like what it was setting up.
The season was okay. I think they're
transitional.
I think they're setting up for a big every spoilers alerts. If you haven't seen this most recent season of The Boys, spoiler. I'm giving you time to skip, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're definitely setting up for like all of the soups to be on screen and like get killed in front of us. And,
I think so
do
too.
all this stuff.
Sure.
I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And
I think like the clip in the comics, like I've seen the cover for like what they're setting up, and it's like the White House, and there's like a jillion soups floating above it, and so that's
definitely what
they're setting up. Yeah.
So it's already been written. Like that part has already been kind of written, just not for the show.
They diverge a lot. Like there's characters in The Boys that like aren't in the show. Like Ashley's like not in the comics.
Yeah.
So I think like it'll be different, but I think broad line what they're doing is that.
Yeah. I really enjoy all of the Supernatural because it's Eric Kripke and he did Supernatural. And I love all of like the Supernatural.
That's why they're all in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why they're all like coming in.
Wait, where's Jared then?
He's coming.
Is he?
Yeah. Because Jensen is Soldier Boy, but
I feel like Supernatural fans were split in their crushes. Of the brothers, and I was
my mom has entered the chat.
Yeah, period. Oh my God. Hi, Eric's mom. I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry. It was the only note I had for myself, and I forgot to do it. Hi, Curtis. Hi, Eric's mom. But, yeah, because I came from Gilmore Girls to Supernatural. Well, I actually went Gilmore Girls, Charmed, and then on TNT after school, Supernatural play after Charmed. So, but I was a Jared Padalecki or whatever his last name is.
Yeah, he was so sick. But the driver picks a tunes, shotgun shuts his cake hole from Jensen is like awesome. It's on everybody's cars.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a bumper sticker.
Jensen is so good in The Boys too.
He's awesome. He's a really good actor in general.
Soldier Boy might be my favorite, like out of
favorite soup
that's not one, because Kamiko I think is my favorite.
Oh yeah, Kamiko's awesome.
But besides like The Boys, Soldier Boy's so funny when they like try to halothane him. It's like a smoke grenade that makes him pass out, and he just like rips it like a vape.
Yep.
It was like he's taking it. It's so funny.
And
every line he has is insane.
It's so cool, and like his whole presence of like nothing, because it was interesting because like how do you come in and you be Homelander but you don't do it, like because like you can't take what he's doing, you have to do something else, and he did
so
it
different,
and he did it right.
He's like, really like he does kind of have like grandpa energy in it, which is great.
It was awesome.
It's like he's written to be evil Captain America, and that's really what he did.
It's so good.
Yeah, he's really great.
It's a fucking shame that neither of them, Jared or Jensen, have been in the MCU.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But kind of like until the MCU gets.
You think they're above it?
Which on Thursday I might be eating my words, but until they get
watch them both be in it somehow. Like,
I know.
Just like as like Wonder Twins or something. Yeah. It'd be crazy.
But I would say there's a lot of people that I think like the MCU didn't deserve. And
like who?
I think Christian Bale.
Dude.
I feel like he was such a waste.
I could go in on that forever.
He's like one of the most prolific actors of our time.
Like really, really good. Like so good.
So good.
And he was holding that script and that whole movie like with the skin on his teeth.
And
like
he's
it's insane.
So good in it. Like that's not the problem. He's amazing in it, but it's like.
And they're just like kind of smearing shit all over him. Like it's like so rough.
I will say I rewatched Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as bad as I remembered. I think in theaters I just wanted something else. And they also were like, it's the gayest movie Marvel's ever made. They did say that. They said like Taika said that. No, it's not.
No, because I'm
easily the newest Captain America or Captain Marvel is the Marvels,
right?
Gayer,
yeah,
way gayer.
Like because
just inherently, there's like a musical theater number in it.
Yeah, because you saying that, I'm just like I don't.
But Taika because I
barely said it. I barely watched it. I don't remember that.
But he said that like when it came out, they're like gayest movie that Marvel's done. Where
I wish Taika. Yeah, I don't know what Taika was doing with.
First of all, like most gay people are jaded as fuck. Like there's gay porn playing at the club.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you're gonna tell me that a movie's gay, I better see it.
See,
You know, like, don't tell me something's gay and then it's like
where
two people sharing a look. I don't care.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Like in Doctor Strange, the Madness, where like the moms, I think, or something, and that was like a whole problem.
Yeah,
remember that? And they had to change it for China and stuff.
Like, yeah, and like Lightyear too, with like, because there's two moms in the Lightyear thing, and it was like Disney's gayest movie, and
it's
then it's
so
like,
fucking gay. And I saw it and I was like,
yeah,
I was like, where is it?
Like, these two lesbians.
It's like
lesbians are like straighter than most men.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, lesbians. I'm joking.
I gotta do some
I forgot. Like, we were
control.
gonna do something controversial. I was saying that Eric needs to do something.
Oh, to get myself canceled early.
Yeah,
dude.
to get you on the Good Morning America.
Oh yeah, I think I need a little bit more. Like, I need just a big enough following for them to
be like, what is this?
To get backlash. At this point, it's just like, well, we just won't follow you. Like, it's just like, they're just like, well, we'll just let you live in the darkness.
Yeah, your mom's like, that's my baby.
Yeah, it's like my one view every week.
You have a stunning mother. She's the best. Your mom's the best. She really is.
Yeah. I want to have her on, but like I want to like, it's got to be like special, and like I want to like
a Mother's Day.
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be good.
Yeah,
because that would be enough time for it to like grow and like so it's not just like I got my mom on. Like I don't know.
I think that would be. I would love that.
You hear that, mother?
Yeah.
Well, Mitchell, you have anything left to say before we wrap things up?
No. I actually have to pee again, and
me too. That's why I'm like reaching for the.
I'm literally like,
what did we do? I guess we just chugged like 3 drinks to like get us pumped and loose.
I guess so.
But yes, we're gonna have Mitchell on a lot more now that he's a Waikoan.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Please rate 5 stars. If you are just a YouTube video or like a YouTube viewer, it would be super cool if you got on the Spotify or Apple Podcasts and rated it 5 stars as well. If you are just a YouTube viewer, thank you for coming over to the YouTube channel. It's been pretty interesting. I wasn't intending for the podcast to be like a YouTube thing, but it's growing on there, and that's really fun for me and a new experience. Not what I was expecting, but I'm very pleasantly surprised with it. And I'm
just pointing to like things that you're like, you have to edit them in here or I'll look stupid.
It won't be there.
Very quickly. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
There was like this thing that they did on Jimmy Fallon where they had like all these. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
There might be.
There's like
asbestos.
There's all these celebrities and they're like Brady Bunch squares, and they're all singing together. And Usher is one of the squares, but you can tell he thought he was going to be in the middle because he's like,
"Oh yes, I've seen that." Because he's like,
and then they could have put him in the middle.
They could have, but he's like pointing at
They put him in like the bottom left, so he's just like pointing to nothing. Sorry, it just reminded me of that.
That's awesome. That's really funny. Because he just thinks he's gonna be the center of everything.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Fucking Usher. No,
fucking Usher. Yeah. But yes, thank you all for listening. Is there anything you want to plug, Mitchu?
No. Oh yeah, you can follow me on Twitch.
Yeah, follow his streams.
Yeah, Mitchy Games with
Mitchy
two S's.
Because you'll see me playing on there sometimes too.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we'll be playing together.
Yeah, and maybe we'll start doing incorporated stuff.
Oh yeah, incorporated stuff. Yeah, that would be sick. Some spillover, some crossover stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the Patreon if you want to see videos early. Join the Patreon. It's also like a fun little Discord chat. Shout out my little patrons.
Mm-hmm.
You're awesome. And yeah. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. Anything else?
No.
See you later.
Love ya.